Yes, sir, man. We live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose Man. Here today, bringing you another edition of the starting five for Draftkings and Fanduel. All right, but before we get into that, man, y'all already know we got the lineup review going over my best lineup from yesterday's slate. Just getting into my plays and how we tried to attack the slate. So we got that pulled up for y'all. We're gonna get into that breakdown. But before we do that, man, if this is your first time tuning in, you just now hearing the sound of my voice, man, just go and hit that subscribe button, man. You will not be sorry, alright? And you know what you gotta do, man. Definitely, you gotta hit that like button. Hit it right now if you're watching the video. Just go right down, hit it right now. Please and thank you, alright? Now, let's get into this breakdown, man. I just did one lineup yesterday, man. I was too busy, man. Had to work. Long day yesterday. I didn't have time to do my full research, so we just did one lineup on DraftKings. I posted the starting five on Twitter if you was able to catch it. Now, out at the top, let's get into this breakdown. I went point guard. I went CJ McCollum here, man. Just trying to be first to the party in this matchup against Miami right here. He's gonna get 30 plus minutes soon, and give us a big game. I was trying to be, like I said, I was trying to be first to the party here against Miami. I got him at 0.6% on, man, pretty much 1%. He only gave me 38 fantasy points, pretty much right here. He got off to a great start, man, and had a nice first half. I thought we was in for a big one, but kind of cooled off the second half towards the end. I guess as Miami picked up the defense on him, but he was off to a nice start. I thought he was going to turn in a performance that we could really use right here. He just ended up letting us down just a little bit, but I'm okay. I knew I was taking a chance with CJ, with him coming back off after a long layoff. So at my shooting guard, man, I went Kyrie Irving. James Harden was very popular yesterday with no Kevin Durant, but I felt like Kyrie Irving should have been just as popular, as him and Harden was going to carry the load for the Nets in this matchup against the Washington Wizards. I got Kyrie at 12% on. He gave us a solid, serviceable 46 DK point, man. Now I thought he was in line for at least a 50 burger, but we'll take this 46 right here. Solid outing from Kyrie Irving. At the small forward, we went DeAndre Hunter. Got him at 32% on right here. In a nice matchup against Minnesota, man. I feel like it was a good fantasy environment on yesterday's slate. And Hunter came through for us in this spot, giving us 32 DK points at 4,200. Very solid for him. At my power forward, I went to Tobias Harris. It was just a cost play right here. Got him at 13% on at 6,700. Man, I feel like he was too cheap for the role he has for these 76ers going against the Orlando Magic. He was very solid for us. Gave us 38 DK points, man. Nice outing here. They pulled away from the Magic late, so he didn't have to really close out too heavily. But still solid from him at 6,700. Center, a chalky center yesterday. I went to Kongwu, man. 4,600. Got him at 24% on. This is about as chalky as the chalk gonna get on a 13 game or however many games we had. They was madness, man. There was so many moving parts. So a lot of research to get to yesterday. And that's why I only did one lineup. I didn't really have time. It was so many games. But Okongwu, man, 4,600. Right at 41 DK points, man. Nice outing for him going against the Timberwolves. At my other guard, I went Ja Morant, man. Got him at 16% on. Pace up matchup for him going against the Milwaukee Bucks, man. But he had no Bane, no Brooks over there. I knew it was going to be his show. He had a nice game for us. 33 real life points, man. 14 assists. Gave us 67 DK points, man. Very nice at his 8,900 price tag. At my other forward, I went Joe Ingles. The Jazz chalk was the talk of the town of the DFS world yesterday. Everybody was going to Ingles, Clarkson, Conley. As Mitchell was out over there was a lot of usage to go around. I got the Ingles because he was the cheapest of the bunch. 33% on right here, man. He gave us 28 DK points, man. Very nice from Joe Ingles. And then my utility spot, man. Went Precious Achua. Just trying to get some of this Toronto Raptors starting lineup, or the guys that's in the rotation as they play heavy minutes over there. Got him at 8% on at 4,400. He only gave us 17 DK points. Let us down in this spot right here. So there you have it, man. This is my best lineup. Came in the money. This was the $4.20 max. I just did one lineup yesterday. And 307 was it. We made $2 over here. Made $2. All right, let's look at the winner. And I'm pretty sure we already all know who's in the winning lineup, man. Let's go to Freak Effect right here. Very nice lineup. 376, man. And you see it, man. DeJounte Murray, very nice against OKC. Terrence Davis. Oh, I thought he was gonna be more. I hate he fell down to 11%. I thought he would come in much higher on yesterday. That's why I didn't really go to him. I kind of stayed away from him in this spot, but I really should have got to him. He 10x right there, really nice. Joe Ingles, Al Horford right here, solid from Al Horford. He had a Congo as well. Gabe Vincent, 4,500, solid game. Max Strus, so he went with the two Miami players, Strus and Vincent. That's a nice call right there. I don't know how you get to that. And then the crown jewel, Nikola Jokic, man, 9% on. He went absolutely bananas last night, man. Almost a 50-point triple-double right here for Jokic, man. Absolute monster, man. No surprise he's in this lineup with 93. When you get almost 100 from one player, guys, you're set up for success is all I'm going to say. I don't know what your other 8 did, but if you tell me one guy gave you 100, man, I'm going to say you are top 5 at least. You had to really screw up the rest of the plays if you didn't get in the money with a guy scoring almost 100. So very nice lineup right here from Freak Effect. All right, congratulations to you on your takedown, my man. But let's get into today's 3-game slate. Now, we got a 3-game slate here. I got my plays pulled up. I'm going to talk to you for a quick second. Y'all already know the 3-gamers. Y'all know how we like to do, man. We like to... I go light on 3-gamers for one, but this is my spot where I like to get up into the bigger GPPs, like the $15, 100K to first. Those type of contests. I like to do that on small games because, one, I'm not a 150 lineup guy. So when you're only playing 4 or 5 lineups, maybe 20, or if you're in the 20 man, when you're only playing that many lineups, a 3-gamer is the best time to get in those big contests, in my opinion. I'm not the final judge here, the final word, but in my opinion, a 3-gamer is very. I ain't gonna say it's easier for you to take down a bigger contest, but it definitely helps, especially when you're in big contests with sharks, guys who playing 150 lineups. They can cover more of the combinations. But what happens is on a smaller slate, there's not as many winning combinations. When you're on a 13-gamer like yesterday. The 150 guys, of course, they got an advantage because it's almost an infinite amount of winning combinations. It's not an infinite, but there's a lot of ways you can get to a winning combination. They can cover more of them than you when you're only playing 3 or 4 lineups. But when you're in a 3-game slate like this, it's not as many plays. It's only gonna be a few plays, guys. So that brings everyone closer together. It won't be large margins of victory. Everybody's going to be packed in tight, close together. And a lot of times, all you got to get different in is 1 spot, maybe 2, and that could push you to a win right here. So 3-game, small game slates, I like to go to the bigger pay-up contest because everybody's closer together in output, man. It don't matter that those guys playing 150 lineups. It's a greater likelihood that I get the winning combination that he has with his 150 in a 3-gamer because there's less combinations of lineups. So that's just why I like to go pay up for not pay up, but play in the bigger GPPs on small game slates. All right. Now let's get into this breakdown, man. If that makes sense to y'all. If it don't, post a question. Any questions, man, y'all can always post in the comment, man. I'd be happy to respond. You can hit me on Twitter, man. I get to them when I see them, man. Sometimes it takes me a while because y'all know I work 2 jobs. I'm at work all day for the most part, so it takes me a little time sometimes, but once I see them, I always respond, guys. So feel free to leave any questions you may have in the comment section. Right? Now, starting today, man, point guard at the top. I want to get Chris Paul, man, 7,500 going against the Dallas Mavericks. It's going to be tough today, man. It's going to be tough, guys. It's like I said, it's not a lot of plays you might have to play. Like I always tell y'all on small slates, man, you might have to play a guy you're uncomfortable with or pay a little more for a guy than you like. But you just got to be able to adjust and try to build your lineup. Just try to jam in as many minutes as possible. Yeah, that's what I like to do on 3-game slates, man. Give me the guys playing all the minutes, and we'll take it from there. But I like Chris Paul here in this spot. Y'all know what he does, man. He's an assist machine. We just hope he can add a few, some real life scoring, some real life points here in this matchup against the Dallas Mavericks. But I like him at 7,500 right here in this spot. Coming in at shooting guard, I want to get the Karis LeVert going against the Golden State Warriors. I love this 7,900 price tag on him. He's been very solid since returning to the lineup. Yeah, I thought he gave us 40 last time out, and he does a little bit of everything, man. He's gonna have some ball handling duties when he's on the court without Brogdon. He helps get the offense in motion when there's no Brogdon. He can be the primary ball handler, and Brogdon is I think he's still on a minutes limit or something like that. But either way, Karis LeVert should be a full go. I like him here at 7,900 going against the Indiana Pacers. Coming in at small forward, man, I want to look at Brandon Ingram, 8K going against the New York Knicks, man. Just give me the alpha, man. I always like to. He is clearly the dominant player over here with Zion still being out. Probably going to be out for the year, but Brandon Ingram, 8K. I know it's a pace down matchup against the Knicks, but it's a 3-gamer, man. You're going to have to get to him, and I like this price over here, man. He can really he can fill it up. He can give it to you just raw scoring right here. So I like getting Ingram at 8K right here against the Knicks. Coming in at power forward, a guy that's probably going to be chalky, man. Kuminga right here for the Golden State Warriors, 4,300. He's been very solid the last couple of games, playing like 25 minutes. But the benefit you get tonight is that Otto Porter is out. So Otto Porter has been playing about 20 to 25 minutes, so there's a few extra minutes to go around him, and hopefully some of them falls Kuminga way. Maybe he can get up to 28 minutes tonight, maybe even 30, depending on how he's playing. He's been playing very well, so maybe Kerr gives him a few more minutes here, but at 4,300, he's going to be very chalky on this 3-game slate, guys. He's one of the few value pieces we have, so everybody's going to be here, all right? Coming in at the center, I want to look at Mitchell Robinson. Now, the center spot is the other spot of value tonight. That's what the other position where your value play is going to come on. Still no DeAndre Ayton in Phoenix. So, it's going to come down to Bismack Biyombo and JaVale McGee. Everybody, the people are paying down at center tonight. Those are going to be between the two options. McGee and Biyombo. Biyombo had the better game last time, so some people are going to be like, oh, well, it's going to be McGee this time, or some people are going to go back to Biyombo. But since everyone is paying down at center, I'm going to do the same, but get a little different and go Mitchell Robinson right here, man. 5,200 going against the New Orleans Pelicans. He's another guy who might go overlooked, but he's been playing very well as of late. Outside of the last outing when he fouled out against the Minnesota Timberwolves, he's been very solid, very serviceable. And if he can avoid foul trouble, they're going to need him on the court, especially go against the bigger body and Jonas Valanciunas down there. They're going to need his defense on him to keep Valanciunas off the glass and keep him from dominating down low. So I like getting the Mitchell Robinson right here at 1,500. This is how I'm trying to get different early on right now, because I know Biyombo and McGee are going to be the most popular higher on centers because of Ayton is out. And nothing is wrong with those plays, but for me, I'm gonna get different because as it looks right now, you don't know. They pretty much split time last game, Biyombo and McGee. So you don't know who it's gonna be. It could be Biyombo, it could be McGee tonight. We don't know whose turn it is. But since everybody's paying down to them, I'm gonna take advantage of the percentage of people who gets it wrong, because somebody's gonna be wrong. Like, let's say it's 40% Biyombo, 40% McGee. Somebody in that equation is going to be wrong. Or they could both just cancel each other out and not give you a big enough performance. That's why I like getting different with Mitchell Robinson right here. And it's a pace-up game for him going against the New Orleans Pelicans. So there you have it, man. My starting 5 for DraftKings: Chris Paul, Karis LeVert, Brandon Ingram, Kuminga, and Mitchell Robinson. All right, let's go take a look at Fanduel and see what I like over there. All right, coming in at FanDuel at the top, man. Staying with Chris Paul, 7,800. I like this price right here, man. He could be the best value price guy on the slate, depending on how his performance go. But just right now, point per dollar, I think he could be one of the better plays tomorrow. So I like getting to him at 7,800 going against these Dallas Mavericks. Coming in at shooting guard. Now I want to look at Nickeil Alexander-Walker right here, and here's why in this spot. Looking like Devontae Graham has a chance to miss the game tonight. He's questionable right now, so we just have to wait on that news and see. But if he misses, that's going to open up a lot of minutes at the point guard spot. And I'm guessing they sliding to kill Alexander Walker in there. It could be Saturansky or some random dude off the bench. Who knows? But in my opinion, it's between Saturansky and Alexander Walker right now. I'm going to roll the dice and go with Alexander Walker, but be prepared to pivot once they announce the starting lineup. But either way, Nikhil Alexander Walker should see increased minutes, man, as Devontae Graham has about 30 minutes of playing time to go around. So I like taking a chance on Alexander Walker here. He's a guy we've seen have big performances before in the past, so we know he's capable of it. Just hasn't really done it this year. It's been a very down year for him, but you're going to have to take some chances in some spot. Like I said, it's a 3-game. Just get different in 1 or 2 spots. Tonight is definitely not the night to try to be contrarian all the way across the board. It's not really going to work out for you, in my opinion. It could if you hit the right plays, but I don't think you need to get that different. Just different in 1 or 2 spots. And I like Nikhil Alexander Walker right here, shooting guard. Coming in at small forward, I want to look at Karis LeVert right here, 8,100. Staying with him over here, man. Golden State. Like I said, he's been very solid, man. Expect him to see plenty of playing time, and Brogdon's on the second night of a back-to-back. They could limit him. He could even sit out. Who knows? But we definitely got to pay attention. Either way, Karis LeVert should be in for a nice role here in this spot against Golden State. And coming in at the power forward, I want to get Kristaps Porzingis, man, 8,500, going against these Phoenix Suns. You know the minute's going to be there. And they could, that's another problem you could run into, just a side note, with playing McGee and Biyombo. Dallas could go, when Dallas goes Porzingis at the center spot, it's really going to hurt those guys right there, man. They might be forced to go smaller because McGee and Biyombo, neither one of those guys could stay with Kristaps Porzingis when he stretches out to the 3-point line. It just could all go bad. I see a lot of ways for those Suns center to fail tomorrow. And Kristaps Porzingis performing well and getting more minutes at the center is one of them. But I like him at his 8,500 going against the Suns. And coming in at my center, I'm staying with Mitchell Robinson, 4,900 over here. Definitely like this price tag. He's 300 cheaper than Biyombo and just $100 more expensive than McGee over here, man. I like getting Mitchell Robinson. He's my center pivot tomorrow from that chalk that is the Suns center right now. So there you have it, man. My starting 5 on Fanduel: Chris Paul, Nikhil Alexander Walker, Karis LeVert, Kristaps Porzingis, and Mitchell Robinson, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. You know I'm going to have them in mind, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.